Okay, so if you're anything like me, then you love vintage fashion. I literally am obsessed with different eras and the different trends of fashion that came from these eras. So I was thinking, why not start a series along the theme of different eras and the trends that came with it? So in this series, I'm going to be transforming me into a icon from the specified year of the choice. So to kickstart this series, we're going to start with one of the most iconic eras ever, the 80s. Also, don't ask me why I'm starting so randomly in the middle and not at the beginning. There's not a real method to my madness sometimes. Okay, so I would say the 80s is probably most well known for its massive increase in pop culture and music and amazing 80s films. The 80s was a very bright era, if you will, a very big focus on colours, in big hair, in fun. So in today's video, I am going to be transforming myself into an 80s icon. I'm going to transform myself, a millennial. At least I think I'm a millennial. Am I a millennial? Oh my god, I think I'm a Generation Z. Okay, I'm on the cusp. I'm going to call myself a millennial. Anyway, the way I'm going to do this is there's 3 key parts of any look, obviously. So the first part, we've got the makeup. Second part is the hair. And the final part is obviously the outfit. So we're going to start with the makeup. So in my quest of becoming a 1980s icon, I've obviously been researching a lot of makeup looks and fashion looks for the 1980s. And what I've established is with the makeup, it's more about colour. Like, the 1980s was a very big colour year. And so that's the kind of vibe I'm going to go for. It's literally all in the like eye makeup and the lips. Basically kind of just like freedom of expression. Which means I can do whatever I want. It's not like as sort of structured as it is now. From what I can see, anyway, I'm obviously not an expert. I wasn't alive in that generation. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's mainly blush that kind of like takes the lead on the face with the focus on the eyes. That being said, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. This is a good look. So obviously this morning I've been, as I said, researching a lot of different makeup looks and outfits and things. Obviously in the background I've been playing loads of 80s music, which I'm a bit perplexed. Perplexed is a good word. I'm a bit perplexed by, because I love 90s music and early 2000s, because that's sort of when I grew up. That is like, holds a special place in my heart. Like, that is place in my heart. Like, that's a great era for music. But I was listening to like a bit of David Bowie, a bit of Come a Chameleon. All moods. Now with the eyebrows, I was unsure, because obviously I feel like eyebrows are such a trend. From what I can see, I feel like I'm gonna get everything really wrong. It's not like a statement small brow or big brow, because you know, like early 2000s was like tiny brows, but from what I can see, it's just kind of like actual nice brows, which we're here for, because the early 2000s took my brows to a different place, let me tell you. Bad idea, Helena. Bad idea. Yeah, so I've been listening to all these old classic 80s songs, just like vibing with it, you know? I don't know which era is the best for songs. I would love your opinion. What music era do you think is the best? Because I think it's kind of hard. I definitely don't think it's now. I think you're wrong, really, if you think now is the best kind of time for music. They do have a bit of contour, to be fair, but it's like, it's much more, it's kind of like a peachier kind of tone. It's more peachy, so we're going with that. I only have this big brush, so. Ooh. No. Really not gone well. It's about expression here. It's about expression. From far away, she's not the worst in the world. I'm gonna go for a little lighter colour on my cheeks. Got a lot of blush on my face and not a lot of anything else. I'm gonna go for a blue look on the eyes. And from what the looks of what I'm getting, was that English? I don't know if that was English, but the idea that I'm getting is they kind of work all the way up to the brow. Tragedy! I'd tell you what also was great from the 80s. 80s films, they are some of the best films. The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Out, 10 Candles. Oh my god, is 10 Candles an 80s film or is that an 90s film? Oh my god, is 10 Candles even is that the name of it? What film am I thinking of? Okay, 10 Candles, by the way, is a scary film. Oh no, it's not. 16 Candles. I was so close and yet so far. So this is the look so far. Creative expression. 1980s creative expression. Okay? Okay. Let's add some purple. Come, camellia. Okay, this is actually looking quite cute, you know. It's huge, but kind of cute. From looking at the pictures, they don't do it as much as I have. So we may have gone slightly OTT on the makeup, but creative expression. I do feel like I've just stepped out of a 1980s music video. Come a camellia. Okay, so makeup is done. I just put some, I'm gonna say pink lip gloss on. Now I'm gonna move on to stage 2, which is the hair. Hair, and the item I have for my hair, was the reason that sparked this idea in the first place, and here's why. The other day I was scrolling the internet and I thought what a great isolation purchase would be that of crimpers. So it wasn't all about crimping hair in the 80s, it was more kind of about like big hair. I have extremely dead straight hair, and therefore one of the very few ways for me to actually get kind of volume and shape into it is by crimping. I think crimping was also around in like mid 2000s as well, but we're gonna do it for my 80s inspired look today. So this crimp, by the way, I got from, oh my god, I need to do this strategically, I think. I don't know how long you're supposed to hold it on. I don't know if you're supposed to drag it down or what you're supposed to do, but oh my god, it makes my hair go freaking crazy. But, and also this does not brush out either, just an FYI. If you're gonna buy a crimper and invest in a crimper in one of these worthwhile spendings, you can't just brush out the crimps. Well, I can't anyway. You need to wash them out. So this is what my hair's gonna look like for the next few days. This is a long ass process. Imagine actually doing this before you like went out, or before prom, or before something. I mean, it does look sick, to be fair. I think 80s may have been my era. I'm gonna do the whole of my hair because obviously this is gonna take a while. It's gonna be boring to just sit. You know the process. And I will see you in 2 seconds. Well, for you 2 seconds, for me like 10 minutes, but. Okay, it took us some time, but we got there, and now I look kind of crazy, but we got the volume that I wanted, which was the most important, but I look ridiculous. Wow. Another thing that I came across upon my search was scrunchies. So this is one of those things that is kind of like across both 80s and 90s, but it's in a lot of 80s films and a lot of 80s TV programs as well. So we're gonna go ahead and use a scrunchie. I'm going for the like half up, half down kind of look with a scrunchie to like poof it out, you know. We want like as much volume as we possibly can get, and I think if I can like it up, then it will. Jesus. Okay, so this is the look, this is the hair, and now we are going to move on to the final step. To bring it all together, we have 3 different looks that we're going to create. It's because you can't really narrow the 80s look into one particular look. I'm going to give you 3 because I couldn't narrow it down. So this first look really gives me like Kelly from Saved by the Bell kind of vibes. I don't know, I just feel like I'm going to school, you know, studious but having a good time. This is look number 1. I've got the acid wash jeans. They're not like the most acid wash, but they're like the best I could do upon short notice, with a jumper tucked into them with a black belt because that's also kind of iconic. Obviously rolled up. Okay, so this is my like 80s going to work, you know, gonna we can see like they're not padded shoulders, but they're like frilly shouldered, so they like sort of bring it out, which is kind of like padded shoulder vibes, with a little mini skirt and some heels because we're going to work. We're 80s working woman. Yes, I have saved the best to last. No 80s lookbook or 80s icon would be complete without this gem of a trend. Can I just say, I decided I wanted to do this video today, which means we already had this stuff in my house. This is my family. Okay, so obviously I'm wearing a lycra onesie. This is actually a sock that I wrapped around my waist for a belt, as you can see from the back. I've even gone to the extent of changing my scrunchie because I think pink kind of like brings the look together. And then obviously I've got leg warmers. And this is the final but the best 80s icon style. Okay, well, I'm gonna go skate. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have liked it and you want me to do any more like this, which I probably will anyway because I thoroughly enjoyed myself, let me know, leave a like on the video, and I will see you in the next one. And subscribe. Did I say that?